Hey guys, Ryan here with a daily vlog, kind of out and about kind of things. It's kind of my overdue daily vlog. The last video I made, I mentioned that I was going to get back to doing them every day, and of course, the second that I say that, it was probably one of the busiest weeks I've had in a long time. And I mean busy to where I haven't been able to barely do anything. I still haven't been able to count up the, do all the contest stuff, and so I'll be doing that this weekend, and, getting all the entries situated and looking at that, and letting you guys know how many entries you got, and then kind of waiting to see if anybody else is going to enter by the deadline, which is, of course, the end of February. So, got a lot to do. I'm going to be refilming my Shining analysis probably Sunday, so I'll get getting that up, and I'll be doing another blaxploitation upload as well. So my plan is to have a pretty good weekend with uploading videos, and also the first thing that I'm doing before I do any of those videos is tomorrow I'll be uploading my 24-hour movie marathon guidelines video, which is the rules video, the official video that you guys will be putting your video responses to. So yeah, I got a really busy weekend ahead with filming and stuff, and I knew that was going to happen because of just the busyness this week with everything else, so I haven't been able to do that. But yeah, I'm just kind of on my lunch break now. I'm going to go get something to drink. I'm not really all that hungry, and I've already kind of had a little something already, so what's the point in, eating just for the heck of it? So I'm going to go get something to drink. I'm going to go drive through, maybe get like a Diet Dr. Pepper or something, because I haven't had any soda today, and I really am craving a soda. And of course a diet soda. I never ever drink regular soda, and I know diet soda is bad too, but it's bad for other reasons. So yeah, so that's just what I'm up to right now. So over here down this road behind me that I'm actually driving on right now is where I used to surf. All the time I come down to this road, and this is where I went surfing every single day of the week. It didn't matter what time, because it was the easiest access from my house, which is only a couple blocks behind me. So, of course, there's been so much construction over here. It barely looks recognizable. This condo has been built. It actually used to be a hotel, and then they built the condos. But yeah, this is it down here, the beach access that I used to go to all the time. And after we were done surfing, this place right here used to have a pool, and so we used to kind of break into the pool and get in there with our surfboards and kind of rinse all the salt water off. But I mean, it was always a really nice beach access. Used to lock up my bike like way over there at that fence back there. The people in those condos right there used to get furious at us, but man, it's so different over here. They've completely redone the look of it and everything. It does not even look the same at all. In fact, it's really weird. Has none of the same look of when I used to come over here, and it's been I actually injured myself when I was 17 years old, and I surfed my whole life, and I used to, I did even some competition and stuff, and I loved it. It was my life, and I got injured, and I couldn't surf for about 3 or maybe even 4 years afterwards. That's just how bad it was. And so I just was never able to. And so after like about 3 or 4 years, I started to try to surf again, and I couldn't. I had some like abdomen, like I tore some muscles in my like abdomen area and stuff, and as a result, I couldn't do a lot of the stuff, which is a really really big bummer because I still miss it. And I'm going to buy a board again pretty soon and try again because it was such a huge part of my life. And which is one of the reasons why I think I've avoided going to the beach in general over the past few years, just because it's such a sore thing for me. Like, I'll see it and I'll just be, man, I really wish, you know, I didn't hurt myself. And it's just what happens. I'm not going to get into specifics why I hurt myself and everything. It wasn't anything illegal or stupid. I just, you know, got hurt. And so, but yeah, definitely be buying a board probably in the next year or so and getting back out there. Because when I have kids, I'm gonna want my kids to surf. I mean, I'm born and raised at the beach, and my kids are gonna be at the beach too. I mean, I know, you know, because of the surgery and everything I had, it actually caused me to gain a little bit of weight. And so, for the longest time, I was like the thinnest. Like, I was really, really thin. But like, some of the medicine that I was on and everything like that, because of it, maybe gained some weight, and it started making me really, really hungry a lot. So. A lot of it is because I eat bad, why I need to lose some weight, but it was just, you know, a lot of it was because of that too. I wasn't able to do as much physical stuff, and I just kind of didn't lose the weight that I gained from it. And so, I actually have some pictures on my Facebook. I'm probably going to post on my movie fan, or on my page, on my like fan page for YouTube. To show you guys what I mean. I mean, it was awful. It was so bad when I hurt myself. I had to like pretty much learn how to walk in a matter of like 2 weeks again, because they had to tighten all my ab muscles and do some other stuff. I hurt some muscles in my legs, so it was awful. But anyways, yeah. So I've just kind of rambled on for a while. All right. Oh yeah, and that wall never used to be there. Over the past about, I mean, I would even say 10 years or so. Because my middle school is down the street, and I actually used to meet up with one of my buddies way down this street, about 5 miles, and we would ride to school together and all hang out. But one of the main things that you always see now is construction, because over the past 10 years, they've pretty much been redoing and like renovating everything and putting up condos, and I guess it's nice in a way, but yeah, this place over here I want to talk about with you guys. Alright, I'm down at my city's boardwalk, and right there in front of us along the shore, you can see a place called Casa Marina. Well, that's a, I gotta give you a little bit of history on it. This area of the state, I guess at the turn of the 20th century, I'm a history buff, so I've kind of learned all the history of my city and my town, and it's really cool stuff, but this was not a residential area, the Jacksonville Beach area, and it actually started out as a kind of people would come here from the north and kind of settle here, and it was just made up of all these hotels and stuff. So it started off as a tourist attraction, probably the turn of the 20th century. A lot of rich people. Well, by the 50s, the entire boardwalk area that you're looking at, this little area in front of me that looks like just like in a parking lot with grass growing, is actually a leveled area where there used to be a couple of motels that were really old, classy looking, probably like from the 40s and 50s. Pretty cool things. But anyways, this whole area had like an upstairs like ice skating rink, an arcade, movie theater, and there was a roller coaster here in the 50s, and it was a grand place. But of course, you know, a lot of the places that had, you know, beautiful motels and stuff like that, in the 60s and 70s, it went through, in most cities, they went through a period of, you know, neglect, and they eventually tore them down and rebuilt them with other things. And in this city, they've just rebuilt them into hotels and condos, but some have stayed. One of them is this Casa Marina. It's now a restaurant and a resort hotel, and it is very classy looking. There's a pool, and it's really beautiful hotel. At the top there's a penthouse and everything like that. Very expensive to stay there. But one of the cool things about that is that, you know, there's been international royalty that have stayed there. Charlie Chaplin even came here in the early 20th century. And a lot of famous people used to go there. And it's just a crown jewel of our city. And it's a national landmark, of course. But it's kind of sad because the area surrounding it, really what happened is they were going to build, like in this area, they were going to build condos. But when the economy collapsed here in the States, they kind of backed out. So there's actually a lot of these areas on the out, and this was that are just kind of leveled. But further up the road is like where the actual town center for the Jacksonville Beaches area is. I can't get there right now because the road is closed for construction right there. But this whole entire area used to be, I mean, there was a movie theater down the street that I posted a picture on Facebook a while back. That was cool. You know, it was a little cinema that had a local cinema that used to show movies. And it said, like, you know, watch movies and cold, comfortable. I don't know. I forgot how they said it, but like it was basically hinting at the fact that they had air conditioning. And so I just love my city, and I am never gonna move because I love it so much. You can kind of see it maybe in the background, but there's our pier, the Jacksonville Beach Pier. Alright guys, well, hope you enjoyed me a little babbling on about that. Hopefully I didn't confuse you or sound stupid. But yeah, I don't know where I think I'm just going to drive through Sonic and get a drink. Because I really don't feel like getting out of the car. But yeah, I mean, I always like randomly driving around the city. Since I got married, I actually moved over the bridge, or should I say over the ditch. That's what they say here in Jacksonville when you live on the other side of the bridge off the beach area, because the beach is actually an island. So I moved over there because it's a lot cheaper and you get more for your buck, especially if you're newlywed and you want to have a nice place and still be in your budget. Moved over the bridge, and so I haven't lived at the beach in probably 2 years, a little over 2 years, and it's a huge part of me, and it's a part of my wife too, and we're planning on moving back to the beach one day, probably, hopefully when we buy a house and stuff, just because it's so nice. It does, now I'm not going to lie, on the weekends the traffic is horrendous, because you got people coming from everywhere, hanging out, just going to the beach and stuff, and just because we have such a tourist town, and the traffic is always so awful. And so, in a way, it was, it's like one of those things that, like, I loved living at the beach and growing up at the beach, but you always forget about the bad parts of it, like, the traffic. Whenever there's festivals at the beach, I remember cars used to park down our street, like where we live, because it's so close to the beach, and traffic, especially if there was like an air show or something like that. And I always thought I should charge the people that park near my backyard, but my dad always was against that. So, but anyways, yeah, I'm heading in to get a drink. I'm gonna go ahead and head back to work now, so I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.